What is going on, you stupid thing? Hello, hello. Hello, is anybody looking at this? Say, holler or something. Get this together, right? Guess it's working. It's just not showing up on my fucking thing. Sorry about this, guys. No, what happened was that Windows took a shit yet again. I'm not happy about it, and also I'm really going to go... It's just when people say, well, just with anybody, you know, you should just get a Mac. Go fuck yourself. I don't feel like getting a Mac either. They got their own problems. I'd be looking at you, see? Okay, hold on. Sorry about that. It's just I need to look it up on Facebook. Now, if it's on Facebook, it works fine, but it's not updating. Now it is. Okay, great. Awesome. Now I can actually do shit. Well, hi guys, amazingly enough, for some fucking reason, I'm able to do it today. So, yeah. I don't know what happened, but I'm okay with that. So let me go ahead and get everything settled up right here real quick. And now I might have to calibrate my Wacom, which will take some important fucking stupid shit. But I just wanted to go ahead and at least give you guys a little bit today. I'm sorry that it's been just like I opened up Windows. And I know Windows is kind of breaking down when that happens. Actually, you know what I should do? So you're going to be chatting with me while I go and fix stuff. So I'm sorry about that, guys. I was going to do Cutman, but we'll go ahead and do, we'll go do more Cutman tomorrow. I promise this. I'm sorry that you guys had to do this because, honestly, I want to give you a show. But for some reason, people just did, like, I don't know what happened, but it just did the thing. So I'm not happy about that. But anyway, just to let you know, it is fine. And I've actually got that Cutman, right? Well, Cutman just curses everybody because he's a fucking low-life bitch. That's what I hate about Cutman all the time. Yeah, I know of a Cutman, and this Cutman is being even more cunty and bitchy, and I really hate that about him. Cutman, right? Well, Cutman just curses everybody. So, we'll just do this. I'm going to go mute this down right here. Hey, Jerry, what's up? Hey, Douglas, how's it going? Sorry about that. Right now I'm not drawing because my computer decided to take a shit. So, you know, it's just one of those things that happens. Like, Windows OK would occasionally fart up and you'd be kind of pissed off and upset. And I don't think that's terrible, but it's like, this was just like full-on like system destruction. And it was just like, oh my god. But on the good side, I didn't have to reinstall. I just had to reinstall the programs. Apparently all the materials and brushes, they are set in what they need to do. I am happy about that. That's nice. And I have Carbonite now, so any data files I might have, that's not going to go fuck me up. So I just got to think about what else I need to update here, because there's a lot of stuff that needs to be updated and opened and all that. So if everything slows down, you know why. So I'll put that over there. Apps. I really don't want Behance. Oh, Adobe Color. Oh, that's quaint. I don't fucking like Adobe Color, but whatever. Great, you have a color wheel. Awesome. So you'll get to hear me go and swear and open and get pissed off and annoyed with shit. And I'm going to open a bunch of Adobe products that will probably go and make my computer go and give me the finger, but that's okay. So yeah, I'm sorry. I would draw, and I would be happy to draw. It's just that Wacom is being a bitch too. So I have to go and uninstall some Wacom and get that going, and hopefully that'll be... I got to recalibrate my tablet, unfortunately, which is not fun, but it's just what you got to do, because for some reason some people are being stupid. Hey Hardy, what's up? Yeah, everybody wanted to log on and see me draw, and you know what? I don't blame you. It's good, because I really want to go and draw, but unfortunately right now this is what's happening at this moment, which is a pain in the ass at this moment. Okay, so it's like I'm reinstalling a lot of shit, so it's kind of like, well, fuck, I have to do the thing. So At least I'm just pinning a bunch of shit to the taskbar so I can get my little happy thing going. Okay, great. One thing about Adobe products is that they go and continuously do the thing and kind of like hack on stuff and everything, so. Can we pin this? Go ahead and pin this. And I upgraded my memory, so there you go. So, yeah, I had to do a lot of computer stuff, which is annoying. And it's probably chugged my computer nothing, so I'll start later. So I just wanted to do a quick little lunch hour. I wanted to let you know, guys, I'm still here. The computer is not boned. Actually, I'm pretty impressed. Like, within an hour and, like, a few minutes, I've done all this. Hey, Matt, how's it going? So, taking care of that. So yesterday I actually had a really cool experience. I met Jaime Hernandez, and Lawrence and we know Jaime Hernandez, and you know, I mean, I'm not super buddy with him, but it was cool. Like, I went there, we met a few times. He's really a cool guy, very nice guy, and but he was there, and we hung out, and I ate with some of his friends and family, and it was really cool. We just hung out like comic people are ordinary people. So Stefan, hi, how's it going? Let me close a lot of shit. Hold on. Yes. Okay. Great. Great. You don't need to tell me all this shit. Okay. Okay. Great. Continue. Okay. Yeah. Woohoo! I hate that Adobe went to some model. Yeah, they did. I mean, in some ways I understand, but in other ways, like, it's some ways affordable, but then they decided to go totally shitty, which wasn't very good. So, I'm, like, getting everything set back up. I have to get my Wacom in order, but unfortunately the monitor I would have to restart. So at least I will talk about you with a little bit and all that, and, you know, go from there. So it's one of those things, I guess, right? So let's see. So yeah, hey Tariq, how's it going? Man, it's just been kind of crazy. Like, I actually just managed to turn it around, like, right away, so that's good. And screaming at people would be nice, but whatever. There's some people I really want to fucking scream at, but I can't at this moment, so.
Before you know it, you'll be a brand new girl.
Let me see, I'm gonna zoom this down.
Will you cut her like this?
So yeah. Hey Derek, what's up? So I just got everything taken care of and all that. It's crazy. So it's like, it was good. I went to my friend Sky's house. Actually, let me show you the book that I got. I just apologize that I kind of had a weird ass thing today. But.
We have our wild salmon and haricot fare, and the chicken nuggy wuggies with extra ketchup, just how my little man likes it.
We ain't mad. We're just disappointed.
You're breaking up.
Well, the damn book is downstairs, but I got this. Oh, so no comic book people are not normal, not at all. Hey, Derek, what's up? So I got this.
Hey,
I don't know.
don't stay up too late.
Yeah, these are like ironic restaurants and everything. So I got this for free over
Luckily,
at
you only have
Skyline
one
Books.
mom.
They're pretty good.
Sure, she's special.
So it's pretty nice there too.
Oh, you got some schmutz.
Happy Mother's Day.
Oh wait, I'm fucking hold on, give me one.
Charcoal is actually processed wood, so this has been burnt, and it is now fuel for a fire. It's incredibly brittle. There's no way I'd be able to turn this on the wood
goddamn
lathe.
good right here. I'm
So
good
what somebody
at what I do
suggested
right
to
there.
me in the last video was to take this material and stabilize it in our vacuum chamber.
So I missed yesterday's lunch hour watching Endgame. Yeah, of course. You know, I'm really offended that you fucking did that, Tariq. No, it's okay. By the way, if you're on YouTube and Twitch, if I do not see you, I do not get a notification that you've logged on. But go ahead and make yourself known. I've actually reinstalled a Restream Chat.io there, so it's pretty nice. So, yeah, I've just been getting some stuff done today. I was going to get my newsletter done, and this just totally fucking bit the shoe right here. So I was like, that made me a little mad right there. So I'm like, fuck. So, but I'm okay. I'm just like, you know, getting like programs together and getting it done. Breathe. There you go. Pin to start. Let me also put this over here. That'd be nice too. Do I have to open up the goddamn thing? Hold on. Sorry. I'm now watching some stuff. Hey, Lee.
Charcoal is
gotta
actually
participate in Free Comic Book Day.
wood,
Oh, yes.
so
Free
this has
Comic Book
been
Day is
burnt.
coming up. Free Comic Book Day
And it
is
is
coming
now
up.
fuel for a fire.
So Free Comic Book Day, yes,
It's
I will be there.
incredibly
I'll be
brittle.
there in Santa Monica. I actually have it
There's
up on my
no way
Facebook.
I'd be
Let me
able to
pop
turn
it up
this
here.
on the wood lathe.
But
So what somebody
it'll be on my
suggested
it's
to me
on my
in the last
Facebook.
video
But
was
you can
to take
be
this
on
material
there
and stabilize it in our vacuum chamber.
and I need to share this. Share in your story.
Yeah, that looks pretty good actually. So now what we need to do is we need to completely submerge that in resin.
Oh, gotta share this real quick.
And my belief is that the charcoal should float. There it goes. I made this weight a while back. So now none of the charcoal is coming out of the resin. And all I'm gonna do is turn it on. As I let off on this bleed valve over here, you'll see we'll start to draw a vacuum.
Yeah. So hey, Tariq, how's it
And while
going?
that's happening,
so I will be participating in Comic Book Day. But
we're
yeah,
gonna be
today
pulling
my
the
computer was
air
cut, man, but
out
I beat
of
his
the
ass,
charcoal.
and I feel
What
better
we want
now
to
about
do
myself.
is pull every bit of
So
air
I'm just kind
out
of like
the
discussing
charcoal
things
that
right
we
now.
can.
Because
It
the thing
takes
is that if I were to do my
4,
Wacom, I would have to
maybe
restart my
even
computer.
6 hours
And right now, this is
of
not
full
something I should do
vacuum
at this
to
point.
pull all the air.
So actually, wait, let me see if I can.
All right, and it's been running non-stop for a little under 7
wait, I have to
hours.
do this.
And what I'm going to do
Wacom
now is I'm going to
tablet.
release the vacuum.
Okay.
What the purpose of that was to pump all the air that we could out of the
Let's see if I
charcoal,
can
just
get
so that
past
when
this.
we turned the vacuum
fuck up
back
everything,
on,
but
it
who
would
knows, maybe
suck the
not.
resin into all of the little air pockets. And now we're just going to let it sit in here overnight and
But yeah, how
continue
is
to
everything? We
soak
have
up
pancakes and
as much
bacon.
resin
I ate a
as
fuck
it
ton of
possibly
bacon.
can.
That was really crazy. I'm
Let's
like,
see how
oh
we
shit.
did. Yeah, so they're still floating.
Hi David, how's
Kinda
it
wondered, I
going?
wasn't sure. It's really
Sorry
light
if my
material.
computer is not
The resin
up to par.
has
I was going to draw
permeated
something today, but I have to
the
reboot my
structure
system.
of these,
And I
it
really
should
don't want
not
to do that
just leak out. All we're doing
until
here
like
is
I'm
getting
done with
off
lunch
the
hours.
excess
So I guess I'll
out.
just talk about some random bullshit because I
Can you
started
even
late
see
today.
that? It's
But you gotta
amazing.
say, I
The resin
have
is
like
now
staying
in the
power.
material, and in
I'm
order to
actually pretty
cure it,
proud of
it needs
myself.
to
I
sit
actually got
in
this
an
shit going.
oven
Hey Corey,
at
how's it
200
going?
degrees for 45
amazing,
minutes.
to be
That will
honest. It really
cure
is
the
amazing.
resin and turn it hard.
I'm actually really surprised that
Hey
I
Siri, set
did
timer
the thing
45
and I got
minutes.
this going, and I'm like really pleased with myself. Like I got this done when my
Here
computer
they
was
are, all of
boned,
my
and then
little
now it's like in an
loaves out
hour,
of
an hour and a
the
half, I
toaster
just turned it around.
Go ahead and just
So I'm pretty good
open
about
up one of
that.
these.
It must have magic or something. At
See
least
what
that's
we
what
got.
people tell me. Hey Jared, how's it going? See, I
It
finally
definitely
made
feels
it.
more dense.
I'm sorry that it was like
So
kind of
it has
shitty,
absorbed
but
the
I hope
resin,
that
and you can
everything's
see
good. I mean,
some of the
I
resin
will
here,
have
it looks almost
Free Comic
bluish.
Book Day coming up, which
Okay,
is
so I can't
awesome.
turn this by
So I got
itself.
that
It's
going
just-
on,
it
and
still
you know,
feels
I'm
way
actually
too
really
light
pleased
and
with
too
myself
soft.
on that
But if I
matter.
embed
So
it
I'm
in
glad you
more
guys are
resin,
watching.
in
I'm sorry I
casting
can't draw
resin,
right now. I need to
maybe that
reboot
would
the
work.
computer and
Okay, I've
get
got
the
everything we
Wacom
need for
calibrated. But at least
puzzle
I wanted to
piece
tune in
here.
to lunch and say, hey,
Get my
I'm
charcoal,
able to do
it's
the
been
thing.
stabilized.
So hey Jared,
Get some resin.
hey
Today
Eamon,
we're
what's
gonna
up?
be using Easy Cast and this bowl that I picked up from
Yeah,
the
Jared,
dollar
thank
store.
you for being my fan. And
let's give
also,
it a
I
hit
have a
with
Patreon
mold
account.
release.
So if you guys want to keep this going, at least $1 will happen. I'm going to update my
So,
Patreon in a little
let's
bit
begin
to get this taken care of
assembling
and everything.
the
So
bowl.
I'm going to put
And
the
this
new
is a
goodies in
large
Patreon. I
container.
waited a
This
day or
holds
two. Oh yeah, I
80
ate a fuck ton of
ounces, but
bacon.
we're not
That
going
was
to use
really
that
good.
much.
Douglas,
Because
that
we're
was
going to fill
awesome.
this up with charcoal and this plug.
Why are you
in the
nervous
middle.
about it, Eric?
But
Are
we're
you
not there.
worried about things happening at Free Comic Book Day?
This
or
might be
something?
my favorite piece that came out and I went ahead and
Like, what's wrong
split
with
it on the
pre-conjugate day? I'm going to
bandsaw.
share this thing,
And it
by the
actually
way.
cuts really well. And some more of these spires up on the sides. This is going to work. And I don't know how much of this is going to survive, you know. When you turn a bowl, you make it your own shape. And I want to be able to do that.
Why?
Put this
Why
to
are
the
you
side
nervous?
for a
You should
minute
talk to
and
me
mix
about why
up
you're
some
nervous.
resin. Resin that I'm using today is called Easy Cast. You've seen me use this before. We're going to mix up about 10 ounces of it, 5 ounces of resin and 5 ounces of hardener. This is not going to cover a huge volume. What this is going to do is it's going to stick down the first layer, sort of cement everything in place, and then we continue to add layers after that.
So I'm sorry if
This
I'm not
just goes
drawing.
right into
If
the
you're
pressure
wondering why I'm
pot.
not drawing, hey, what's up? Wow, you guys are really liking my stuff. This is really lovely. I'm glad. I'm really happy about that. What is this?
Being careful not
Yeah,
to
I
move
apologize.
anything,
And I said,
so
well,
not
this
to
is life.
slosh around our
This
resin.
is what I do. And sometimes things happen and you can't
pressurize
draw at
the
the
pot up
moment,
to
but
50
I will be able to
PSI.
draw in a little bit. I actually do have to go and catch up on some other stuff. I was going to have breakfast, hang out with my friend, do this, and then finish up all the things, but I can't seem to do that, so there we go. It's really stupid and whatever, but that's what artist life is sometimes. You're
So
just
the
like, oh,
pressure pot
I'm
is
not
not
really drawing.
required.
This
It
kind of
is
sucks,
just
but oh
a
well.
benefit.
You know, but
You can totally do this without a pressure
so at
pot.
least I
I've
can
been
put these on
doing it
kitty
without
channels because
one
I'm not
for
drawing
years.
Cutman, so that's happy.
But that being said, this
I
resin
gotta
usually
laughing.
takes
I mean, it's
12,
like this is an art
24
channel, but it's
hours
not
to
really
soft
about.
cure,
But it
and
doesn't
then
have any
3
art today,
days
just
to
because the
fully
Wacom
hard
I need
cure.
to reboot.
And we are
I
at the
wanted to
soft
test
cure
this out.
phase within 4
Free
hours.
comic day was
You
fire.
can see we've got a long way to go.
First time.
So I'm going to
having played-
mix up a
you know
little
what that
bit
means
more
you're
resin
wanting,
this time.
and it's
So instead
okay
of
if you're
10 ounces,
nervous.
I think I'm going to
man.
jump up to
don't
16
feel
ounces.
that you know
If you
you
warm up
have
the
to
resin
be
in a
something
hot
that
water
you're
bath,
not. You
it's
know,
so
it's
much
going to
easier
be
to
what
work
it's going to
with.
be.
Flows
Just kind of
better,
have fun
mixes
doing
better,
it.
just
and I
better.
know people get like nervous, and I get nervous too. I mean, I'm a veteran at this apparently, and I get fucking nervous as hell sometimes. But you just learn how to talk yourself
We're going to
down
do it
and
in
out of it, and be
stages.
like,
This is
okay, I'm
just
just
the
doing
second
this.
stage.
You know, all that other stuff, and great and awesome. You know.
I'm going to go ahead and put this back in the pressure pot. I was a little worried that this wasn't going to work because 16 ounces is a lot more than the manufacturer recommends pouring at once in this resin. But it seems to be doing just fine, and it's just crystal clear. 16 ounces works. I'm going to mix up another 16 ounces.
Oh, excuse me.
add another
I'm just
layer
putting
on
some stuff in here, making sure everything is done. Hey, Miss Cousin. PCBD is fire. Yeah, I'll be, Jared, if you want to come and meet me, I think you're local, just come and meet me over on, either I will be in the Culver City one on Sunday, or I will be on the other one on Saturday, which is at Santa Monica at Heiko.
All right, so that
and the
is
GIF is up there. You
42
should be able to
ounces
see
of
it, and
resin.
you should be able to read it, and it has the addresses and hours. So do not feel that you have to miss out. Actually, we call it opening night jitters. Yeah, you know, I mean, you
Took
just
the
got to go
mold
and go
out
through
of
it.
the
It's the
pressure
first
pot.
time. Yeah,
And mixing up another
nervousness
16
people kind of
ounces
get in this
Easy
whole thing
Cast
like you
resin.
shouldn't be nervous, and when you tell people,
I'm gonna pour
oh, you
that on
shouldn't be
top.
nervous, then it's like then they get
That will
even
bring
more
us
nervous.
to a
So
grand
just say like,
total
okay,
of-
you're nervous, so you're gonna let that interfere with
Oh,
what you want to
crap.
do. It's like just try to have fun with
Gosh,
shit.
how much resin we've
And that's
poured.
all I gotta say. And again, I
More than we
had to
started
rebuild
with.
my
And why I have to figure
my
out how to
test
squeeze
drive.
4 days
So
worth of footage
this
into
looks
6
pretty good.
minutes.
Again, I
You get to
apologize
see
that this
the
is
unmolded.
not more
Whoa.
up to speed or more up to everything. I really
It's
wish
heavy.
that it wasn't, but you know,
Here's like a good casting.
just have to go and
You can
log into
definitely see some of
MailChimp
that
and
interesting
Patreon and
blue that we
Pop
got. Still don't know why we have the blue. Something to do with the stabilizing resin. Guess it's time to head over to the lathe. Needs to be sort of trued up, and then we'll start turning a foot and get it into a shape that we actually like. Okay, pieces are just falling off my lathe.
Yeah, I get nervous.
It's no big deal.
Too, right? I got nervous. I'll be at Manhattan Beach. Yeah, so will I. So I'm gonna be at Manhattan Beach myself, dude. So I'll be there if you want to like hang out and stuff. You know,
Here's
do.
what my face shield
And do
looks
the
like at
thing.
the moment. It is a little difficult to see.
So yeah, Manhattan Beach is cool. Plus, just like, I think Eddie usually gives people cookies.
All right, so that's
like,
my recess,
like
and I'll
cookies
use that.
and shit. So I try to like
hold
bring
this
some chocolates
in
myself.
the other direction. Mount it back on the lathe, and it's just.
Yeah, we're
it's
going to do
really
Saturday
delicate.
and Sunday. So the times
resin
I'm
will
going to be
hold
at
just
and the
fine,
places I'll be at.
But the charcoal
I'm not saying
is
like you have to,
super
but if
delicate.
you want to
I
see
mean,
me,
even
and if you're able to,
stabilized.
just
I'm
go
gonna
and
turn
take a
with
look
the
there.
tailstock up for a little while.
I'm posting it every day pretty
It'll
much
give me
at
some extra
11:30 just to
stability
announce,
here.
hey, I'm doing the thing. So
And
there you
sort
go,
of give
right?
me an idea as to
So I
whether
feel
or not
kind of
that
epic, dude. Even though
recess
I'm
that
not
I
able
made
to
is
draw
gonna-
everything, and even though everything is kind of half-assed and I'm sitting in an empty tablet, I do feel pretty proud of myself that I got the damn computer together and up and running and installed and ready to go. You know, just in this manner, which I feel pretty good about. Must be getting better at this shit, right? Oh, that reminds me, I gotta stop Windows update. I'm an asshole. There we go, yeah.
I can feel when I hit a pocket of charcoal, it softens and it's easier to push in, but it also blackens the piece completely, and I feel like I'm looking into a black hole. I've actually got 3 giant photography lights shining on this, and when I hit a piece of charcoal and turn it to dust, it just completely obstructs my view.
Oh, lovely. Hey, Ken, thank you. Yeah, it's been kind of crazy. But I'm glad I actually got lunch hour done today. I think I wouldn't have done it today without anything else, you know.
It looks to me
Hey,
like
Robert,
it's just
what's
being held
up?
on by charcoal.
How's everything? We were talking about
So
anxiety.
I'm just going to give it a quick,
Good weather this
light
week. Yeah, it's
tap.
89 degrees, I think. So I packed up my car for the
and
most
it's completely
part.
unseated itself in the jaws. Well done, Mr. Brown.
So that's what I'm doing right now.
Okay, there we go. Now I'm going to spend the next, 25 minutes trying to get this on the jaws and re-centered.
Hey, Rob, what's up, man? How are you doing, by the way? How's Link? Did you find Zelda yet in the delivery
That is a
room?
bowl shape, which qualifies it as done.
At least it's not
Boy,
Scott
it
and
was a lot of
Zelda. They
sand.
had a very unhealthy relationship.
The bench is an absolute disaster. It's covered in shavings.
I'm just watching a guy like actually, what it is called shop time, and I'm like watching a guy actually like lathe something like a charcoal bowl.
320.
So I've got
400,
everything done where I have to
600,
log into MailChimp
800.
and my thing and all this other stuff, and
After
it's
you
pretty
get to
cool.
800
I
grit,
mean,
you're actually left
I'm
with a
not
pretty
going
nice
to go and
surface,
panic
but it's
about it. Is
cloudy.
what it is. But
In order to
I'm just
fix
setting
that,
up
what
my
I
workspace
use
because I have
are
different
these
tabs
polishing
open and
pads called
everything,
micro
so.
mesh. All you have to do is just work
Yeah,
through the
anxiety
grits
is
one at a
terrible.
time and polish this up.
Oh, God,
This just shines it up
Patreon.
so
I know
nice.
Patreon, like, it's dealing with money, so yeah, but it's getting fucking annoying as hell.
Wow. This came out amazing. I got a beautiful mirror shine, and the charcoal is just so interesting in there. The structure of the charcoal is still visible, and you can still see the grain of the wood, and you get those interesting blue highlights every now and then. If you look close, you can even see the different layers of pores that we did. It is an interesting bowl.
Yeah.
So you know how it had all these
It's had a
weird
good happy
blue
baby,
pigments
yeah.
in it?
Like my
So
sister's
I'm pretty
kid
sure that
is
those
like
are
11
actually
months
from
already.
the
She's pretty
stable.
happy. Like, we first took her to preschool and she was a little upset, but now she is okay. Good. That's good. I'm glad about that.
I can feel when I hit a pocket of charcoal, it softens and it's easier to push
So I'm
in.
waiting to get in my
But
writers.
it also blackens the piece
Righteousness or some shit.
completely. And I
We'd
feel
have
like
to
I'm
reboot everything.
looking
just
into
to
a
make
black
sure
hole.
everything is
I've actually
okay
got
before I
3
get the thing.
giant
At least I feel pretty good about it.
photography lights shining on this. And when I hit a piece of charcoal and turn it to dust, it just completely obstructs my view. It looks to me like it's just being held on by charcoal. So I'm just going to give it a quick, light tap. Okay, and it's completely unseated itself in the jaws. Well done, Mr. Brown. Okay, there we go. Now I'm going to spend the next, 25 minutes
Pretty good.
trying
5
to get this
people.
on the
I'm
jaws
looking at a
and
white screen,
recenter.
but that's just what happens sometimes. That's what you gotta do. So I gotta reboot the computer in a little bit. I'll do it around 1:30, and then we'll just take care of that'll take care
is
of
a
everything
bowl
and just like
shape,
reboot everything. But
which
I turned
qualifies
up. I need
it
to actually look
as
up how to turn
done.
off updates for Windows.
Boy, it needs a lot of sanding. The bench is an absolute disaster. It's
This is
covered
terrible.
in shavings.
I hated that so much. It's like by a control panel. And of course they don't have what I need. Scroll down in the surface. So I really hate Windows updates because they do nothing but fuck up everything. I'm disabling Windows updates. I'm fucking tired of this shit. Like, it just does it and does it and does it, and then it just continues to, like, shit everywhere. After 100, I may focus on print version. You may need to. You know, 100 pages is actually pretty cool, dude. So you might want to try that. So that's pretty good.
The grits are as follows: 180, 240, 320, 400,
But I'm glad you guys are, like, tuned in
800.
anyway, even though if I was kind of, like, flying lame.
After you
At
get
least
to
I
800
know
grit, we actually left
that I
with a
can
pretty
get a
nice
computer up
surface,
and running
but
in
it's
less
cloudy.
than an hour in this
In order
case.
to fix that,
So I
what I
feel
use
pretty good about that.
are these
That's
polishing
nice.
pads called micro mesh. All you have to do is just work through the grit one at a time. And
Yeah,
polish
that's why I
this
just
up.
fucking just went, fuck you, and I just, like,
This
didn't
just
do it.
shines it up so nice.
Just gave the finger to that and said, you know what, I'm disabling you. I'm tired of dealing with the same shit over and over again. Fuck you.
Wow. This came out amazing. I got a beautiful mirror shine, and the charcoal is just so interesting in there. The
Apparently somebody
structure of the
notified me or
charcoal is still visible, and you can still see the grain of the wood, and you get those interesting blue highlights every now and then. If you look close, you can even see the different
Yeah, they
layers
kind of tend to more
of
fuck up your
pores that we
system,
did.
so I just said, okay,
Is
fuck you. I'm
an
just going to go and just,
interesting
like,
bowl.
not update the system.
So you know how
Fuck
they
you.
had all these
I've
weird
had it,
blue
you know, it's like I
pigments
just
in it?
disabled
Yeah.
it 'cause I
So
was just
I'm
tired
pretty
of
sure
it. I
that
was like,
those are
why
actually
am I even dealing
from
with
the
this?
stabilizing resin, and there's swirls of the different resins throughout, where the stabilizing resin swirled with the casting resin.
Nice.
Here's something I found out.
Whoa.
Stabilizing resin glows under a black light, so you can see how deep into the material it penetrates.
That's amazing.
Doesn't that look
Awesome.
amazing?
Wow.
And so you can see how far in Not only did it go into the charcoal, but then it
So after this, probably what I'm
swirls
going to do is just
in
take
the
a quick
other
in
resin.
the other
and just do
resin,
all the fucking
because I guess it wasn't
shit and
completely
stuff.
dry
It's
when I
meddling
cast
kind of
it.
pissed right now.
Wow.
It's a totally different bowl.
Wow.
Under blacklight, it looks completely different. That is a beautiful bowl. Isn't that cool? I love the way this looks. We've made a lot of resin bowls on this channel. The Secret Wood Bowl, Cotton Ball Bowl, 2 lava bowls. I sent the Murder Bowl blank to Carl Jacobson, the Cereal Bowl last
I'm
year.
just like chewing on my
And
nail
now,
doing this.
the Charcoal Bowl. It's just so interesting, and I've never seen anyone work with charcoal before. It's a mess to turn, for the record. And that is gonna take a lot of cleanup, but it was worth it for this. And the Easy Cast resin performed
update's more fuck up
amazing.
your system. That's
I was
the thing.
able
I
to
really hate
quickly
fucking up
build
my
up
system.
layers
Then it
with
disintegrates and
deep
disintegrates. I'm
pours.
like,
I did a
okay, and then
total
I've had
of
to
4
go and
pours. The last
update
2
it
were
or whatever,
16
and it's, like,
ounces each,
stupid.
which is
So it's like,
way
I don't
more
even
than the
wanna do it
manufacturer
anymore.
recommends.
But
it
yeah,
worked
no, yesterday I
beautifully.
hung
And the
out with
resin
Jaime
came out
Hernandez. It was
so
cool,
clear,
and I
and the
got to
only
go do the
swirling
thing,
that we
so that was
got
nice.
was one with an amazing byproduct, which was the swirling between the casting resin and the stabilizing resin, which gave us that amazing fluorescent under blacklight. All in all, I'm super happy with this. I don't know how I couldn't be. I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you very much for watching. I'll catch you guys next time.
It sounds like you're a porno when a repairman actually comes to fix the pipes. Oh shit, that's hilarious. That's so funny. It's like, dur, 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 dur. That's great. Oh, but it's kind of cool. It's nice, like hanging out and chilling with my friends right
You
here.
guys have been asking
Nice.
me for a secret
Friends
wood
and fans.
wand
There you go.
for a while. So let's give that a shot. I think I can do
I
that.
don't know. Maybe I should cut it
Pretty
short.
easily.
I don't know if you guys vote.
That's it.
Tell me what you
I
guys
think
think.
so.
Should I go continue that stuff? Because I really do want to go talk about more stuff, but it's like
I picked
fuck,
up this
my
piece of
computer got
maple a
bugged,
while
and I
ago
have to-
at a
would have to
salvage yard, and I
restart
just loved
everything.
how
Or do I just like
craggly it was.
restart
This
it
is,
and just kind of resume what I was
something,
doing
some damage
earlier,
here
kinda
either
take a
caused
break?
by
It's been kind of a
insects
mentally
or
intense
rot,
morning
or maybe
today.
a little bit of both. So we're going to cut a chunk of it off on the bandsaw, and we can bring it back over here to the bench. I really like this piece. It's even got some of the fungus still on it. I don't know what that is. Some sort of
Yeah, but-
rot or
Up to you.
growth.
Say the
I'm
thing,
not sure
and I'll
which
do
it
it,
is.
man.
But I like
Right
it.
now, I'm
I think
thinking
it'll
of
be
just
perfect for
rebooting
a
the
wand.
computer and just getting this taken care of. But I feel pretty proud of myself, you know. So, just doing a quick little lunch hour because I hate
I
how
tend to
shit
be pretty
bunged up.
heavy-handed with the hot glue. Between having too much hot glue or having resin leak, I'd much rather err on the side of too much hot glue.
Hey, Quentin, how's it going?
I feel like I've got hot glue on everything. Where is it leaking from now? All right, let me introduce the Mark 2.0. Now the Mark 2.0 mold only exists because I didn't really like the aesthetics of the 1.0. It had nothing to do with a complete and total
Oh shit! Sorry. No, it's okay,
mold
man.
leak catastrophe that ended up pouring out all over the bench and everything else. It doesn't have anything to do with that. And anyone who tells those sort of lies are just out to undermine what we're doing here.
Updates
Let's
get ignored
move
on my
on.
PC. Yeah, I
So what
just
I've got here
disabled
is
them.
some
I'm just tired of
wood
the fucking updates. They don't
from
do
the
shit
maple,
anyway, so I just went ahead and
and we're just
going to
secure it to the
because
bottom
it just seems
of
like every
the
time it updates, it
2.0
never makes the computer
with a
better.
little hot
It just
glue.
over time, within 2 months, it
The
just
wood's super
disintegrates
light,
everything in the computer, and I
and
just
if I didn't
hated
do
it.
this,
So I'm like, fuck this.
it might float in the resin. I want it to look like a wand that existed and has been repaired, something that a wand maker would have fixed. And so I kind of want these little bits sort of floating in different directions. I think that'll give us some depth. The other thing that this will do is it's going to create lots of little pockets in here for air to get trapped. And unlike other projects, we want air bubbles in this. Air bubbles.
Yeah, updates, like, I didn't have that
are going to
option, because
give
usually I would
this
just let them
piece
normally
the look
update.
that
Now
we're
it's just
after.
like, I'm not
Okay,
letting
so
that
I think
update at all.
that
Fuck
should be good.
Not until
I think
Windows
the
10
mold
stabilizes.
Mark 2.0 should hold resin this time. And so what I'm going to do next is I'm going to mix up some resin. So we're going to be using Total Boat, and it is a 2-to-1 resin mixture. And so all you have to do is get these mixing cups, and they actually have the recipe here on the side. And so you can see, you fill up resin to the first one.
I'm good,
and
just
then
finish
you
this
fill
cooking
up hardener
spicy
to the
beef strips
second,
and
depending on
steamed
how
broccoli.
much
Yeah, that's
total
nice.
resin you want. I think this third line here,
I worked
16 ounces,
A4s
should be more
converting
than
to
enough.
atomic size is
So we're going to
difficult, but I
fill
would say
resin up
fuck it and do it. Well, just
to
use the white
this
space to
number
your
3,
advantage.
and then we're going to fill
don't,
hardener
don't
up
like go like,
to
oh,
this
and all
number
this
3,
other stuff.
and that will give us our 2-to-1 ratio. We're going to be using emerald green pigment from the Just Resin folks. Just a couple drops. We do want this to be translucent still. And we're just going to stir that up. So the width of this mold is 1.5 inches and its length 14 inches. So since we're going to be turning this on the lathe, the depth of the resin doesn't need to be over 1.5 inches. Anything over 1.5 inches will get turned away anyway, because that is the width of our mold. So it doesn't need to be filled. And hopefully this one doesn't leak. Fingers crossed. So it's going to take a couple hours to firm up, and then 12 to 24 to completely cure. And then we can come back out and demold. I love unmolding.
Yeah, sorry, this is
day.
not the most exciting lunch hour. I'm watching some resin cutting. Let's go and watch some resin videos. Why don't we do that? I'll invite you to this thing. There we go. This is what I'm watching. You know, so we can go ahead, and this guy's making a wand. We can MST3K it if we want all the time.
About that. That's good. That's what we wanted. Some imperfections in this one. So just like the cereal bowl, I'm going to be turning these with my carbide tools. These are Easy Wood tools. I got an upgrade for them, which is this negative rake cutter.
What are you watching?
This
I'm
thing
some
is
guy
designed
making a fucking
specifically
wand. It
for
looks pretty
dense
cool.
hardwoods.
While I'm chewing
and
on my
resin.
nails and
So we're gonna
stuff.
test it
I know,
out
that's
today
like
and
the most
see if it cuts a
attractive
little
thing while
better.
I'm on the internet. Nobody's gonna see that. So, yeah. No, I'm just watching this stuff right here. Man, it's just like...
Turning a
Yeah, just
spindle
produce
like
an
this,
A4.
it's
A4
going to
is
be
like
really
what, letter?
thin. What you want to do
Right?
is you want to work from
Letter is
the
fine.
tailstock side over to the headstock side, because this is where the support is on the chuck. We're going to work from this side over. If we thin this part out before, what happens is spinning on the lathe will actually cause a whipping action, and so the item will actually kind of bow out as it turns.
Sorry,
That'll
I'm
mess
also
up your
chewing on my
optic.
fingers, and that's like real good. 'Cause I'm a bit of a nail biter right here. There we go. I'm just putting it out there. Why not? And I'm just like watching this shit right here. Sorry, I'm a little bit fried at the moment, which isn't fun. I'm dealing with mentally stupid shit right here.
One of those holes I was insistent
Not like it was
I
drawn
needed.
out, it was just
And,
going and writing.
It's catching a little
I
bit.
be looking, you see?
Look at that. Whole thing just flexed and I couldn't figure out why. I found one of my giant air pockets that I wanted so badly.
Hey Lori, how's it going?
That is just
We're just
barely
kind of hanging out
on
watching
there.
videos
You know,
because this has just gotten
big old
stupid
hole.
in
Let's
a
see
way.
if this holds. Put some stuff below it so it doesn't leak everywhere. Yeah, I was turning and the whole thing just shook violently. I was like, oh no, what did I do?
Oh, he's making a magic... Yeah, it's a magic wand, apparently. Almost
So I
8 by
thought I'd
2
take a
by
step
11
back
by 7.
And
So you could probably
think
do
about
8.5 by 11 because
what
you
I
gotta
can do
allow
from
for
this
bleed.
point. And I came to the idea that I didn't necessarily need to turn this. this is a lot of material, so maybe I can trim that up on the bandsaw first.
Sending love. Hey, it's good.
But I definitely like the look of that, and we're going to add some facets and sanding, and I think it's just going to be a sanding project from here on out.
That's what I do. I like watch this shit. That's what keeps me so calm all the time. Yeah, like I want this magical wand now.
Okay, so since it can't be turned on the lathe, I want it to be the opposite of turned, which is angular. I think angular is the opposite of turned. Does that make sense, right? It's got these sharp angles here and here. Get rid of this. I got some interesting bumps, and I think I'm just gonna, I don't know, I want those, rid of them. Bad bumps.
Well, no, what happened, my computer phoned this morning, so I had to reinstall things, and I've had quite enough of Windows Update, so I just went in there and switched it off. Yeah, thank you. I guess I'll just show something that's kind of cool, and it's by this guy named Peter Brown. Subscribe to his channel and check it out. I'm just going to kind of watch it until, like, lunch hour's done, and then I'm going to go do the thing and go get it done. So I'm pretty happy about that. I just watch random videos of people doing random shit. That's why I'm able to do what I do.
Cool. Yeah. I think that was a bad idea. Alright, to the Dremel.
I just had a big burp. Did it taste good? I ate a fuck ton of bacon. That was not so... That was crazy. I never ate that much bacon before in my life. Sky, like, cooked a fuck ton of bacon for me. And I'm just like, what the hell? So,
okay.
Yeah, A4 is coming from magazines. Well, you know, put it in the format that works, man. There's multiple things, like, you know, Lawrence, I think, kind of does close to A4.
All over
so
me.
he does that stuff right there.
Holy cats. So normally I would sand this, but I think that'll ruin all of our facets and soften them all. What I ended up doing was just shoving a paper clip up into this hole, and it's in a good spot where this can hang. So what I have is I have a string hanging down from the ceiling, and I'm just going to put this little fella on the string. I'm going to mix up a small amount of resin, and I've only got one glove left, so I'm wearing it on my left hand. I don't know why.
Most likely,
this
right?
small amount of resin is all we're going to need to paint. This is not a great idea. That's just spinning. Are you ever going to stop spinning? And we're just going to paint, I'm just going to paint on a layer of resin. And the transformation is almost instant. See how that just lets the light shine through? Now again, if we had sanded this first, we would get a better surface, but I would lose these really sharp edges of mine.
Like watching glass blowers. Yeah, this is what I use to like kind of calm down
piece of maple.
Chill and stuff. And he does talk in his, but I really like it. It's really nice.
And a nice coat of resin on it. It's actually tipping forward, so if we do have any drips, they'll be right at the end. It's actually a really good thing, once again, totally not expected. And this bonkers paperclip idea appears to be holding. So, for some reason, things are working out. I'm not going to push my luck and say everything's going to be great, because that would just be stupid. I wouldn't do it. So much for whipping out an easy project before the end of 2018. Here it is. It is not at all what I had in my head when I started this and said how easy this was going to be. I put way too many bubbles here. What I wanted were micro bubbles.
Yeah, this is really pretty. I should get into resin,
but what I got were macro bubbles, and they
I don't know if I just
were
have
huge.
the room to, like,
one of
put
them
shit in my
was
house
ginormous. It went through the entirety of the piece. And I couldn't recover from it. What you didn't see in the video is that it was not filled once or twice, but 3 times before I finally gave up. And I really like how it turned out. I love how sharp it is and how angular it is, and it's a very different wand from other turned wands I've made. And I really like the way the resin and the wood interact and the air pockets that we have in there. And it does give it that look of not only a broken wand that was repaired, but maybe something that has a bit of malice to it. I like this idea that this wand itself is malicious in some way. Now, if you remember the secret wood ring that I originally made, one of the problems I had when sanding it is that I rounded over all the facets. And so all of these really sharp edges that I had got all rounded over, and I didn't want to do the same thing with this wand. And so I'm glad I jumped right to the resin. The surface is not as smooth, but it works for this wand. You know, it doesn't need to be as smooth. If you're at all familiar with the Elder Scrolls games, this reminds me of Morrowind and the glass armor and glass weapons that they make. And that might
Alrighty,
be a fun
guys. I'm thinking I'm
project
going
to
to
tackle
call
in
it
the
a day,
future.
but I wanted to
the
do some
truth
sort of
is,
lunch hour.
you just don't know.
So, but check out
what you
Peter
don't
Brown.
know.
Check out his secret
Which
wood
sort of
line
segues into
on
the
YouTube.
sponsor
I'm
for
sorry
this
if I'm
video.
not able to do anything
Skillshare
right
is
now.
an online